If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies but not the madness of people. Nature is pleased with simplicity, and nature is no dummy. What we know is a drop, what we don't know is an ocean. Tact is the knack of making a point, without making an enemy. Gravity explains the motions of the planets but it cannot explain who sets the planets in motion. Truth is ever to be found in the simplicity and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. No great discovery was ever made without a bold guess. A man may imagine things that are false but he can only understand things that are true. If I have ever made any valuable discoveries, it has been due more to patient attention than to any other talent. What goes up must come down. And to every action, there is always an equal and opposite or contrary reaction. He who thinks half-heartedly will not believe in God, but he who really thinks has to believe in God. Live your life as an exclamation, rather than an explanation. You have to make the rules, not follow them. To myself I am only a child, playing on the beach, while vast oceans of truth lie undiscovered before me. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Whence arises all that order and beauty we see in the world. To explain all nature is too difficult a task for any one man or even for any one age. Plato is my friend, Aristotle is my friend, but my greatest friend is truth. If I have been able to see further, it was only because I stood on the shoulders of giants. Yet one thing secures us, whatever betide. The scriptures assures us that the Lord will provide. I have studied these things, you have not. In the absence of any other proof, the thumb alone would convince me of God's existence. To every action there is always opposed and equal reaction. There are more sure marks of authenticity in the Bible than in any profane history. If others would think as hard as I did, then they would get similar results. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Gravity explains the motions of the planets, but it cannot explain who set the planets in motion. They who search after the philosophers stone are by their own rules obliged to a strict and religious life. If I have seen farther than others, it is because I was standing on the shoulders of giants. What we know is a drop, what we don't know is an ocean. If I have come further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. Nature is exceedingly simple and harmonious with itself. If I have been able to see further than others, it is because I have stood on the shoulders of giants. I keep the subject constantly before me and wait till The first dawnings open, little by little into the full light. What the space that is empty, of bodies is filled with. Yes, X is cool, but have you tried solving the brachistochrone problem in a single night?